fabulous Janet Zanini please come out?
Good morning, everyone. Are you having a great time? Isn't this amazing? Well, first of all, I want to tell you that every time I speak at something, people come up to me afterwards and say, I just love your accent. I don't have an accent. And I live in New Hampshire, but I grew up just outside of Boston, but I'm telling you, I don't have an accent. You might want to adjust your little thingy because it's not me. By the way, did everybody see Vicky's new car? It's parked right outside. Okay, well, first of all, I want to tell you, in case you didn't know, that you can do a party with the business kit and the new essentials, things that come in the seasonal brochure. So many consultants feel like they can't do a party until they have so many products, and I think it's up to us to make sure that we can teach people you can do a party with the business kit. There is no reason why you can't. In fact, when I have a new consultant, I do my party with her business kit because I don't want to be tempted to bring anything else. It's so easy to do. So I'm going to show you today how you can do a party using the business kit and the new products, and that's it. Okay, so if you think it can't be done, trust me, it can. First of all, I want you to make sure that you know your products. I have been using the seasonal products for a couple of weeks. OMG. Can I tell you, I don't care who those tea blend products are for, I absolutely love them. I don't know about you, but I get lazy sometimes, and it's like, oh, I have to do a toner and the cleanser. I love both in one. Absolutely love it. And the mattifying primer is to die for. How many of you used it this morning? Amazing, absolutely amazing. So you need to know your products, but you didn't develop the product. You didn't make the product. You're not a biochemist. You don't need to know every single ingredient. So, you know, how many of you go to a movie and you really love it and you can't wait to tell people about it? By the way, if you haven't seen Les Mis, go see it, it's awesome. But anyway, you go and you see a movie and you just can't wait to tell people about it. But you didn't write the screenplay, you didn't direct it, and you certainly didn't star in it. But you have no problem telling everybody how great that movie is and you want to go see it. It's no different with our products. Know your product and know what it does for you. Share your own experience, share your own stories, and share the testimony of other clients. That's all you have to do to show Jafra products. So I like to share products. I don't like to sell products. I hate it when someone says, oh, you're such a good salesperson. I cringe. I don't want to be a salesperson. I'm looking for clients. I want someone who's going to call me when their daughter's getting married so I can do their makeup. I want someone who's going to call me when there's a new product on the market and does Jafra have it yet? I want clients. Don't you feel the same way? You want clients. So I call this my intro party because basically what it is an introduction to Jafra. So I'm going to show you how I do it. I basically take a product catalog and I mark it with little Post-it notes. And there's a Post-it note for every page that has a product that comes in the business kit. So that I can go through this quickly. I give every client a catalog. You can do this anywhere. And that way you can go through every page that has a product. They try it on the back of their hand. I don't do anything on their face. I know that sounds shocking, but they do it on the back of their hand because then they're going to want to do more. They're going to want to see more. That's when you can book other parties. That's when you can book a skincare party or a makeup party or whatever kind of party they want to see. But this is an introduction to Jafra. Okay, so starting with the Pro, of course, in the business kit comes a Pro sample set. And I just tell people, Pro is a line of cosmeceuticals. It's high-end, it's high performance, and it will give you amazing results in a very short amount of time. If you use Pro, don't be surprised if people notice. If you have problems with age spots, sunspots, lines and wrinkles, sagging eyelids, all of that can be fixed by using Pro products. You don't need a doctor's prescription to use them, but they are endorsed by a world-renowned plastic surgeon. So I tell my story about Pro. I was using Pro about a month, went to my dentist to have my teeth cleaned. Probably the only place I don't wear a heck of a lot of makeup. I don't go with none, but I don't go with a lot. So I'm sitting there, and in the middle of cleaning my teeth, she stops, and she says, all right, I have to ask you. And I said, what? And she said, you had work done, didn't you? I thought she meant dental work. And I'm like, what do you mean? Wouldn't you know if I had dental work? No, you had something done to your skin. Your skin looks amazing. Please tell me, did you have a facelift? And it was only a month. It was 1 month. Now, who sees your skin more closely than your dental assistant, right? So I share that story when I do my party, because my party is all about having fun. I want them to have fun, and I want to be one of the girls. I sit at the table, and I'm one of the girls. I am not the Jafra consultant. I never feel comfortable in that role. So then we move on to royal jelly. Royal jelly has antioxidants. It protects your skin from free radicals. It has antibacterial properties, and it comes from worker honeybees. Worker honeybees make royal jelly for the queen bee to eat her entire life. And she actually lives 60 times longer than the other bees do. Don't tell the other bees, I'm sure they won't be happy about it. I also like to tell everybody that when you use royal jelly, if you've all seen a queen bee, you know what the queen bee looks like. She's also 40 times larger than the other bees. And I'm sure she's not happy about that because after all, she is a woman. So then I tell my royal jelly story. My husband and I have a really bone of contention between my husband and I do not pump my own gas. Those of you, is it New Jersey that you can't pump your own gas? I need to move there, okay? So where I live, there are probably 2 gas stations that pump. So I know where every gas station between me and Boston, I know every gas station that pumps. So I leave the house one night, and I don't have enough gas to get to my party. And I go to the first gas station, and it closed early. So I go to the second gas station. I can't get near it because there was a car accident. So I'm like, okay, I probably have enough gas to get to the party. I definitely don't have enough gas to get home. And you know what? I don't even know how to pump my gas. I don't even know how, because real women don't pump gas. Sorry. Somebody gave me a book that says that, and I keep it on my dashboard. Real women don't pump gas. So I go to my party, and the whole time I'm thinking, what am I going to do? I don't have enough gas to get home. And so at the end of the party, everyone is left, and the hostess is like, oh my gosh, I loved everything. I especially loved the royal jelly. And I said, really? How would you like to get another bottle for free? And she said, it's a $70 value. What do I have to do? Follow me down the street and pump my gas. And she did. She calls me all the time now to see how my gas is doing. Just remember that. Real women don't pump gas. Okay, now we move on to the skincare products. Our Jafra basic skincare products have smart complexes. They actually know where your skin needs what it needs, moisture, and they feel amazing. They also have something in them called IntelliShield, which is like an invisible net that protects your skin from dirt, dust, and environmental assaults. Jafra Skincare has something for all skin types. It doesn't matter if your skin is dry, if it's normal, if it's oily, if it's completely dehydrated, we have a skincare line for you. And the other thing I love about Jafra's skincare line is it's mostly botanical extracts. It smells incredible. There's no dyes. Everything in them, everything you smell and all the color you see is botanical. So if you have sensitive skin, you came to the right place. The new tea blend. I can't say enough about it, guys. If you haven't used it yet, try it. And what I really like, and as Amalia had said too, what's great about it is for someone that looks at our skincare line and says, I'm never going to do all these steps. That is 2 steps. The cleanser and toner is 1. If it's daytime, you put on the day cream. If it's nighttime, you put on the night cream. Okay, you can't, that's so simple. You can't get any easier than that. Okay, next, the special care products or skin solutions. Everyone has issues with their skin that they're concerned about. Maybe you have, your skin's lost its elasticity, or maybe you're getting lines and wrinkles, or, everyone has special care needs. And there are people who they will purchase extra products to take care of those needs. So one of those products, which I absolutely love, is Elasticity Hydrogel. How many of you love Elasticity, right? Hello. Elasticity Hydrogel will actually recover 30% of the elasticity that your skin has lost in just 30 days. It has little encapsulated beads, and when you squeeze the pump flattens the bead and releases the gel. And the bottle's beautiful. I mean, I don't know anyone who doesn't love the look of the bottle. Now, when it first came out, and I do this a lot, by the way, when we come out with something new, I often will use it on half my face for a month so that I can see how it works. Because if I'm going to share this with someone, I need to be able to be true to what it does. And most of us have pretty good skin because if you've been using Jafra for a while, you think how much better can it get? So I will use something on half my face so I can see the difference. So I used Elasticity Hydrogel on half my face for about a month. One morning over breakfast, my husband was looking at me rather strangely, which actually is not that unusual. And he said to me, I said, "What are you looking at?" And he said, "Honey, I know you're doing some kind of weird science experiment on yourself, but I really think you should consider stopping because you're starting to look like you had a stroke." And I was going to my parties and everyone's saying, I'm saying, I used this on half my face, can you tell which half? And they all could choose the side and they were all purchasing it and they were all calling me and emailing, saying, "Oh my God, this is amazing." So it was working. I had no intentions of stopping. So I went to my party that night and I told them the story because I thought it was cute and I thought, that your husband notices, you know how that is. So they all laughed and chuckled, and so this woman was sitting next to me and she didn't want to be rude, so she very quietly leaned in and she said to me, "Thank you so much for sharing that story because I thought there was something wrong with you." Needless to say, that was the end of the experiment. Moving on to the gold. I love the Ultra Nourishing Gold Moisturizer. And did you know, and I love to share things little bits of information that I pick up along the way. I don't even know where I got this from. But did you know back in Cleopatra's time, women would take leaves and dip them in gold and dust their face with them? So I had a woman purchase the gold moisturizer. She said that she had bought some on a cruise. And she was anxious to see how this would work for her. So she used it. I got a phone call from her a couple of weeks later, and she said, "One of the things I didn't tell you is that gold moisturizer that I bought on the cruise that I absolutely loved cost me $300. And your gold moisturizer blows it away." Share that story with your clients. I love to share those stories with my clients. Then we move on to makeup. We have gorgeous colors in lips, eyes, and nails. And again, the mattifying primer. Because if you want your makeup to look good, what's going on underneath makes all the difference. That mattifying primer, and I tend to have large pores, and it just makes them look so much more refined. Obviously, your makeup stays on better. And again, everyone tries the product on the back of their hand. One little dab of that, and you're going to have somebody sold. They will see how amazing that product is. And you don't have to get into the lipsticks and all of that at an intro party. You're just showing them basically what we have so that they can get a little taste. When they have a little taste, then you can find out what were you most interested in and go from there with a specialized party for them. Guys, it doesn't matter what kind of parties you do. Honestly, it doesn't. People always say, "What kind of parties do you do?" It doesn't matter. Just get together with people and show them the products from here, from your heart, what you love, what your clients love, and anything else that you want to share with them, little stories and so forth, so that they have fun, and you're not a salesperson. So on to fragrances. It doesn't matter if you're romantic, original, intriguing, mesmerizing, or mysterious. We have fragrances for you. Okay, so another story, sorry. My husband one day said to me, "You have a message on the voicemail." And I said, "Okay," and he said, "It's kind of weird." And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Somebody's ordering butter." And I said, "What do you mean they're ordering butter?" He said, "You have to go listen, I don't understand it." So I go listen to the message, and it says, "Hi, Janet, this is Debbie Clark. You know that green fragrance that comes in the spa products, the spa set? Can you know the one, I can't believe it's not butter? I want to order some more of those." To this day, my client calls it, "I can't believe it's not butter." For some reason, and I can't imagine why, she can't remember, today I decided is going to be different. So that's what she uses, and that's what she calls it. On to ginger and sea salt body rub. Is there not anything better in the world? And I think it's a great way to start the party by having people wash their hands with that. And it's amazing because it does have oil in it, but it's so amazing how quickly that rinses right out and their hands just stay nice and soft. And I also tell them that we have many spa products and many body products, including the new honey and oatmeal scrub, which I have to tell you, I love to keep that scrub in the shower and not only do your body, but do your hands with it. It's fantastic. You know, and then your hands, I mean, this is winter time, you know, the hands get dry. If you can use that every time you take a shower, it gets all the dead skin off and your hands will be amazing. And then, of course, you can follow up with the oatmeal lotion. So once again, you would just pass this around. And, you know, I tell people they should come to the party naked because we use up every bit of their skin. And they try a little bit on the back of their arm or wherever they want to try it. But I do absolutely love the ginger and sea salt body rub, as well as the almond oil. And I mean, I've been in Jafra 32 years. We have almond oil forever. And have you ever had somebody come up to you and say, do you still have that almond stuff? Or they say, do you still have the bee stuff? They don't remember what it's called, but they know what's in it. And almond oil is amazing to use when you get out of the shower, while you're wet. A little bit goes a long way because it's so rich and it feels incredible. Not to mention it smells like my grandmother's cookies. I don't know that it's a good thing to taste, so I don't think you should try that. And then finally, the baby products. You know, I don't have children. I'm not old enough to have children. But I will share a story with you about the baby products because I think I could find a story for almost anything because I've been doing this for so long, people are always sharing stories with me. A client of mine loves the moisturizing, the massage cream, baby massage cream. So she bought some, and she's an adult woman. She has no young children. And she was using it, and her son, who was 20 years old, got his hands on it, and he loved it. So she called me once and ordered 3 jars. And I said, oh, is someone having a baby? And she said, oh, no, my son loves it. So her son had to go, was deployed to Iraq. He was in the Navy. And in the bottom of his bag, his duffel bag, was 3 jars of baby massage cream. You know, the one with the little duckies on it. And he loved it. He used it every day. So one day he was up on deck, and one of the guys said, does anybody smell a baby? And he said, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't smell baby. And he was so afraid he would write home to his mother, send me another jar, but I just hope nobody sees it. Because you can imagine what that would have been like. Can you imagine that people would be giving him a hard time? Now, one of the things I do like to tell my consultants, especially my new consultants, as I mentioned, you don't have to be a biochemist. You don't have to know every ingredient. Most of the information that I get to do my party comes out of the catalog. Jafra pays people, I don't know who, but whoever they are, they're wonderful, and they spend a lot of time coming up with a phrase or a little paragraph about each product. Why do you want to reinvent the wheel? Just use what's in the catalog. Now, let's say you're at a party and someone wants more information and you've told them everything you know. Thank you, we're going to have the product pages. You can say to them, you know what, I've told you everything I know, but let's see what Jafra has to say about it. And you go to that page and you can read, or let them read if you want, more about that particular product and the ingredients that are in it. Keep in mind that an intro party can be done anywhere, anytime. It should be easy, it should be fun. Remember that you are in the service business, not in the sales business. Thank you very much.